Hey, so this is a quick and dirty lesson on how to navigate 2-5-1s by a circle of fourths chord progression. Targeted at guitar players, but really will work for any instrument because the theory is pretty sound. So, guitar players, we need to think about two arpeggios to alternate back and forth so that we don't have to jump all over the neck. But I'm going to pick ones that are on the fifth string and the fourth string because that's just where I like my major chords to start when I'm soloing. So I'm going to think a C major arpeggio. And an F major 7 arpeggio. Something like that. So what we're going to do is think about going through these roots, through the circle of fourths. I use iReal Pro to play along with to do this. I have a set of backing tracks available on my website for a iReal Pro download that's just called Practice Tracks. I am on the major 7 practice. Here in a minute, you are going to need your 2-5-1s in 12 major keys practice track as well. So what this practice track does is it gives me 2 measures of C, 2 measures of F, 2 measures of B flat, and so on through the circle of fourths. On the guitar, what this lets me do is start right here in C. I'm going to use this F major arpeggio for C, and then I'm going to use the C major for F. And then for B flat, that now puts me so that the B flat is on the 8th fret of the D string so that I can play that same F major arpeggio in B flat, then put the C major in E flat. This is way easier to do than starting in C here, then to F, and then to B flat, then E flat. We really don't want to do that. Like, we don't want to jump all the way up and down. This, since a lot of our jazz standards move in a circle of fourths chord progressions, or they go through 2-5-1s, which are circle of fourths, or like if you look at Take the A Train, the A sections are in C, and the bridge is in F. It just moves up. It does that soft key change right there. So this shows us how those navigate closely on the guitar neck, which is pretty rocking. So that's what I would practice this just the way I did, but in time. And so on. So I ended on D flat. I was thinking this major arpeggio, but instead of playing the arpeggio itself, I was treating it like a shape, like I do all of my pentatonics when I play rock and blues. So what we now need to do is build a really just digital sequence for ourselves to play that target each one of our 1 chords, or this C major, and this C major, which is this. So what we need to think about is we have our D minor, our G7, and our C major. Through black magic, or music theory, as I call it, we know that we can think about some of these chords as other things to make them easier. So our D minor, we're actually going to think of as F major, and I'm actually going to play that same F major arpeggio. And then I'm going to use G major pentatonic for G, just to really keep it basic, and then shoot this as my target. So it's going to sound like this for the F major to G pentatonic to C major arpeggio. So if I pull that 2-5-1 and 12 major keys up, this is going to go a little slower so we can follow along. So F, G, C. except ignore the F sharp. So we have that. We also need to have one that targets this major shape. And we talked about, we keep talking about this F shape. This and this are the same thing. So our major 7 shape here correlates with our F major shape from like a cowboy chord. So I'm going to think this is my 1. So if I want to think for my D minor, if I want to think the same F major, I can start down here and climb up and get a really cool, kind of pretty sound. Up to G pentatonic, C major. So in time, that sounds like F, G, C. Hippest thing ever? No. Will it get you through? Yes. So we want to be able to sequence these ideas back and forth just like we did our major 7 shapes. So I'm going to start with my C major. I'm going to do C major here. And then I'm going to use the exact same shape to show you how it would look to play our F major 2-5-1. And then I'm going to switch to our other set of ideas to get to B flat major. So here we go. E flat, F, B flat, A flat for F minor, B flat pentatonic, E flat major. There we go. So as you can see, you can sequence them back and forth. You can come up with your own ideas. But again, my 2 major chord ideas, I'm going to show you both down here. So C major to target this C major. I am playing D minor, G13 to C major 9. While I'm soloing, I am thinking F major 7, G pentatonic, C major arpeggio. To accomplish the same thing in a different position, I'm going to show you how to do it down here in G major, just as a different spot. So the first thing is our A minor. So our A minor starts as C major. For our 5 chord D7, we're going to play D major pentatonic right here where we already are. And then we shift to G major arpeggio. So all together we have there you go. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me.